What up, though? And welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your trusted source for Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Kurt Steele. Do me a favor, like the video and share it with other Lions fans like yourself. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 2,000 subscribers. We're at a little over 1725 this morning, like 1730. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Waiting for my guest to come in. I know he's up and at him this morning. Avery Giovanni of the Spirit of Detroit podcast. So just wait for him to come on in this morning. But if you're new to the channel, this is how the show works. We look at Detroit Lions news, rumors, headlines, or takes. If we agree, we say they are boss up. If we disagree, we say they are balled on. And we give a take on why we agree or disagree. But for live shows, it's a little different. I want you guys in the chat to get in the comments, man. If you agree, hashtag boss up. If you disagree, hashtag balled on, and tell me why. I'll put your comment on the screens and we will talk about it together. So let's get into the chat this morning, man. See who is up and at 'em and who is saying good morning to me this morning. Frank the Tank is in the building. Say, what up, though, Eastside? What's going on, man? Doug Michael Rosen says, looking for the site that is not Chicago Bears related. Oh my God. I'll watch paint dry instead. Okay. All right. You are so right about Terrell Williams. Commish has decreased stats in 2023. But there was no Houston. There was a rookie NFL line coach who took over for an experienced line coach who left. That's very true, Doug. I appreciate you for that comment. Again, he said, now that we have a really solid linebacker room, and such a solid athletic DB room, they can stand alone on islands. T. Will should be able to get these guys believing that they cannot just get close, but arrive. I understand that. I feel you 100%, my man. Moon Sky Blaze not seeing the upcoming presser for DC posted yet. I put it in the chat a little bit ago. It was the coordinators today doing the presser. It was Ben Johnson was up at the podium, and that's why that the presser was not live this morning. Moonscar Blaze says, man, I'm spoiled every morning with all these great Lions channels and live pressers and training camp news. Who has it better than us right now? Man, you know I'm a Michigan fan. I'm gonna say nobody. All right, nothing but the smokes in the building. Good morning, and what up, though? From Bryant Bristilla, the Thriller. Aren't I think it's that same name, right? All right, Hatman says in the building, say, what up, though, Kurt? What's going on, man? Bo Booth says, good morning, bosses, man. I am at a disclosed location looking for Avery. We checking him out too, man. Hopefully we can get him on, man, real soon. Hopefully he say he's up as Adam. So I just talked to him on X. So hopefully we can get him in here real quick. So hold on, I'm gonna send him a message right quick. So hopefully we can get him in real to the stream real quick. But let's go ahead and start the show, man. Let's go ahead and look at the topics for today. Terrell Williams, the defensive line coach, what his effect is on our defensive line. MCDC confirms his plan for our preseason for the starters, and the Lions add another Michigan Panther, because we added Jake Bates to our offensive line. So let's get into what we can talk about for Terrell Williams and this defensive line coach, man, what he's bringing, what his impact is. He already came in with a reputation as one of the best defensive line coaches in the spring. When they brought him into the Lions fold, man, I was excited. The Lions have two of the best in the business in the trenches with Hank Fraley and Terrell Williams. Coming over from the Titans, man, he was already had a reputation as a great defensive line coach. Like Dan Campbell said it when he was announced that he was a hire, that Dan Campbell believed he was the best defensive line coach in the NFL. Now there's a definite change in how the defensive line is operating in camp this year. Williams teaches his guys to be technically sound with a mixture of correct hand placement and proper leverage. And you look at what's going on right now in camp. You look at guys like Broderick Martin and Levi Onwuzurike, and these guys are just kind of blossoming under his tutelage. Levi was coming on last year, but you look at a guy like Roderick Martin, he's definitely improving, and they're getting what they wanted out of him last year. But him being that third round draft pick, they knew they're going to have is going to be a little bit of a project for him to come in and be in the mix right off the bat. But I like what I'm seeing out of those guys already with his under Terrell Williams' tutelage. And the Lions will have an aggressive, violent defensive line for the season. I'm looking at what's going on coming out of Allen Park, and the offensive line has noticed a difference in play from the defensive line. Aiden Hutchinson said it himself that the Williams has the group more aggressive and violent than ever. I'm excited to see what happens when DJ Reader is healthy and out there on the field. Terrell Williams' impact is felt throughout the Meyer Performance Center at Allen Park, and I think it's going. I'm not saying I don't think. I know it's going to transfer over to the regular season. So I ask you all in the chat, man, boss up or balled on that Terrell Williams is making a definite impact for the defensive line for the Detroit Lions. Oh man, we got some big people in the building right now. We got my man, Matthew Geis in the building saying good greetings, salutation, everyone. Good morning. Lions Talk Live, my man Dan over there. Woo! Bo Booth is wooing it up. Okay, my man Rand Q Dave was in the building, man. What up, though, man? What's up, peeps, man? What's going on, man? It's my man Smoking Jeremy B from Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions. Hookadoo's in the building. Good morning. Coach Dan is in the building. What up, B? What's going on with Jeremy B? We are blessed, definitely. All right, Tristan Wirfs is the highest paid offensive lineman with the $140 million extension. I just saw that. Good for him. Good for him. I think he's one of the best tackles in the business. That makes that Penei Sewell deal look a little even more sweet, right? My man Mike Kimber from live Chat Sports, a Lion Talk Live, man, and the LNU is in the building, man. Thank you for getting up early with me, man, and being on the platform. I appreciate it. You know, somebody send the back signal out for Avery Giovanni, man. I'm trying to see if I can get him on, man. Hold on, I'm gonna send another message right here. Definitely to see where I can get my man on right quick, man. But anyways, let's get back into the chat, man. Good news for them, takes all the pressure off Bradbury now. We get who got paid more than Sewell. Definitely. Moose Car Blade says Riley Patterson claimed off of waivers by the Washington Commanders. Yes, I saw that yesterday. No reunion in the Motor City for Riley Patterson. James Turner may be still in the building. What up, Mike Kimber? You know what I'm saying? Coming from Smoking Jeremy B. Boss up for sure for Terrell Williams. Yeah. Terrell the Truth Williams, man. I remember Carl the Truth back in the day. Bo Booth, you taking me back. The defensive this D line locked and loaded, boss up for real. Hookadoo says boss up, definitely. No, but the Smoke says boss up, Terrell, man. You know what it is. Kurt Steele, what's good? Flintstone, hey, what's up, baby? What's going on? Dimitri Stewart, what's going on, my man? Smoking Jeremy B, what up, though? Micro Mike's in the house, definitely, man. That's my dude right there. Boss up, you know what I'm saying? Just getting my morning news from Dan and now Kurt. Man, hey, I appreciate you guys coming in and being a part of the show, man. It's my son saying hi to you guys this morning in the background, if you can hear him. All right, but QBs are in the sight picture, definitely, for the defensive line. All right, now the Lions have come out, and yesterday they've kind of go ahead and give their usual plan for what's going on with the starters for the preseason. And here's what we got going on, man. MCDC plans for the starter for the preseason. Jared Goff definitely will not see any snaps in the preseason whatsoever. And he confirmed this yesterday in reports that he has no plans on Jared Goff seeing a snap as usual in the preseason. Honestly, Goff doesn't need to play in the preseason at all. He has total command of Ben Johnson's system, and he has no reason to play Jared Goff in the preseason whatsoever. And like most times, most of the starters will see limited reps as well. I feel that the guys will that will see the most action are as starters are in the secondary because they need to kind of build some continuity. The offense technically has 10 starters returning this season, with Zeitler being the only starter that's new to the team. Now, not saying every guy is was a starter, like Jamo coming in playing the wide receiver 2. Of course, he was not a starter last year, but at the end of the season, he was getting starter reps. So I believe that that 10 out of 11 starters on offense is coming back. So, but those guys, the back end of that defense is pretty much new, especially with the cornerback room, and they need to have time to gel and then communicate back there. So I think they're going to pay a series or two just to get these guys on the right track. And then the coaching staff will focus definitely on the guys down the depth chart. It's going to be tough to make the roster. It's 85% of the roster is pretty much is set because they're coming back from last season. So looking at that, man, with the off season, kind of like really winding down because preseason is coming up. We're gonna have cuts here in a few weeks, but I believe that the Lions organization knows who they're going to have. I agree with this a total %, man. It's a boss up for me for the Lions to have their staff and their personnel already set for the season. My son is in the background saying good morning. Hold on, guys. Let me can him just right quick. I'm gonna step away 1 second. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. All right, I'm back. All right, yeah. So looking at that, now I got to bring in my guest, man. My man, Avery Giovanni of the Spirit of Detroit podcast. What's going on, AG?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
All right.
I swear I thought it was early. I thought
8:15, man. It's all good, man. We still got you on, man. Everyone say what's going on, man. In the Boss Up Family Too, my man AG, talented film study content creator, and he has the funkiest intro music in the business, man. So what's going on, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I swear I thought I was on time. But I'm glad to be here, man. I am so glad. I'm just happy, bro. I'm happy because your show is a big show for me. And doing something with my LNU brother and doing something with you is really important to me. So you're one of the giants in the game. You started in the game, and you got your work. You got your paperwork. So I love dealing with guys like you because you guys raise the standard on everything.
Well, thank you very much, man. So what we talked about this morning, right? Already, I'm gonna double back here. I'm gonna pull up the first talking point of the day, man. Terrell Williams, man. Give me your thoughts, man. I say that his effect has been phenomenal on the defensive line so far since he's been in Detroit, man. I think he is a great addition to our coaching staff. So I'm gonna say we have the two of the best line coaches in the league with him and Hank Fraley. So give me your thoughts, boss up or ball out, on the Terrell Williams impact on the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. He's one of those guys who's going to change the outlook of your performance. He's one of those guys who's going to give you some pass rush moves. He's going to give you a lot of keys. There we go. He's going to give you a lot of He's going to give you a lot of keys. He's going to give you a lot of work. He's going to do the best and the most for you. He's going to get you a lot of tools so you can get the best out of yourself and your game. And that's kind of what he did. Could you see curtains? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm moseying along. I thought I was gonna make coffee and everything. Anyway, he he was probably the best person I thought to get the job. He was probably the best person I thought to get the job, like hands down. Hands down. This guy is great. You don't know what you got until he's gone. He's one of those people that's like, he's really impactful on building guys up. Even the last defensive line he was with Tennessee, he built up the backup guys. He built up guys that were like a Gwende of Indianapolis Colts. He built that guy up. That guy got paid. Like, he can build up your tool set, how you move, how you think, and what you think about pass rush.
Definitely. Hey, do me a favor, y'all out there. If you haven't done so already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and become a part of the Boss Up Ball Out family. And leave us a comment on the video. All these things help me get this content to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. All right, so I'm gonna look at what's the plan for the preseason for the Lions. Man, Dan Campbell kind of confirmed this yesterday. Jared Goff will not play. It's just the standard. I don't think he needs to play. I said this earlier. Like, he has command of this offense. He doesn't need to play. And really, the only new player on the offense that's going to be starting is Zeitler. Everyone else, was involved. Even though what's it with J-Mo, but he was playing starter snaps at the end of the season into the playoffs. Man, so those starters will see limited time. I think some of those guys in the secondary may play a couple of series just because they need time to gel in game situations. And then the folks will be down that depth chart, and it's going to be hard to make this roster this year. If you're not, it's going to be hard to make this roster. So give me your thoughts on the action plan for the Lions preseason game.
Yeah, I think that can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, all right, perfect. So yeah, I think that we don't need to see no Jared Goff. We're good to go. We don't need to see. We've seen everything we're supposed to see. If you were a Jared Goff hater last year, I know I was, but if you were a Jared Goff hater, you've seen everything you need to see. I think that as far as Hendon Hooker goes, we got to see that. We got to see the Sudfeld Hendon Hooker thing. We got to see this play out, especially against the Giants, who don't have a performing secondary right now. We got to see something. We got to get something out of a backup quarterback. And I just feel like at the end of the day, preseason is not about wins and losses. It's about evaluation. We got to get – can you put your graphic up?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, there we go. Starters don't need to be seen at all, especially J-Mo. I don't want him to get hurt, injured, anything. I don't want him to get nothing. I need perfection out of J-Mo. I need perfection out of, I need those guys walk into the season, not limp. And I think the focus will be on the depth players, and that's good because you have a lot of good players that are not going to make this team. I'm worried about James Houston. I think James Houston myself is, I think he's out of a job if the guy from Canada, Matthew Betts, I think he's out of a job if Matthew Betts, takes off, So that's my take on it, man. It's like it's a lot of camp battles. We have no time to watch fully capable people play football and end up hurt. So
yeah, definitely. Hey, everyone out there, please go over to Avery Giovanni's YouTube channel, man. He does a great job. He does a lot of the things that I wish I was talented to do. His film study is phenomenal, man. What he does, how he breaks down and diagnoses plays is excellent. So go check him out over there on his channel. But let's get back into the chat right quick because we got to say what's up to the people, man. Y'all know how we get down, man. It says Jeff, the Stafford's gonna be toast when he comes into Ford Field. We got that new turf for him right there. He could be laying on his back and enjoying the new turf. That was installed. So yeah, get him on his back, man. Keep him on his back. Terrell Williams and company. Hooker needs to develop. His timing and mechanics are off, and he's still missing a year and a half.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and one of the things that came out is that one of the issues he was having throwing the ball was he broke his ring finger on his throwing hand. It was like that was one of the issues, and he was still recovering from that in spring. But once those setbacks have a lasting effect, because you have to have your body time to heal. And going into, coming into camp, his time is still off because he didn't have a chance to have it right. Definitely in the preseason. Oh, we lost Avery for a second. We'll get him back on here in a second. But let's go ahead and hit that last topic of the day. We'll get him back here in a second once he gets back on. The Lions signed UFL offensive lineman Jake Burton. I should know that. That's my aunt's last name. So definitely Jake Burton played for the Michigan Panthers last season, so he's familiar with Ford Field. He also played for the Philadelphia Stars in the USFL as well. Injuries and illness has left the O-line short in camp. Christian Mahogany is still out with that undisclosed illness, and Nathan Muti is out for the foreseeable future. He actually put on IR this morning and has a shoulder injury that will require surgery. Interesting fact about Burton: he played for Hank Fraley in college his last year at UCLA. So he's familiar with our offensive line coach. I like the fact that they bring in some depth guys. They actually signed another player this morning to the defensive line. So, we'll see. We're getting that roster up to the 90 91 with the addition of the player from the international pathway player, David Bada. So he gives us 91 and not 90 for the season. So my man Tristan Williams is in the building. What's going on, Tristan? Love that young fella, man. I appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us this morning. Tristan, thanks for hanging out with us over there on our Facebook page. Golf performs better if he's healthy. Absolutely. And I want to keep him healthy all preseason. I'm live at noon, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays, man. Yeah, you night owls, go check out my man Smoking Jeremy B over there on his channel, man. 5 years, $140 million extension for Tristan Wirfs, man. Yes, he is definitely got his payday. Woohoo! We need a true 50-50 ball catcher. I think he's talking about wide receiver. I think this one to go down the field. I'm not sure that we're going to bring another wide receiver in. I think they're going to rely on the guys that we have in the building. I'm not sure. You got a guy like Donovan Peoples-Jones who's reconstructed his body, big body receiver, and he's strong enough to take 50-50 balls down the field. Burton, I live in Burton, just outside of Flint. Yeah, actually, my family lived. My aunt, who was named Sarah Burton, lived in Burton. So yeah, definitely. Boss up Flint Town, baby, and Detroit Peace. What's going on, Dimitri? I appreciate you, brother. Happy birthday, Tristan. Tristan's your birthday, man. Definitely. Here, welcome. Thank you for the shout out, my friend. I appreciate it. It's so exciting for the Lions. Can't wait. Definitely. We got football tonight coming on, man. Definitely. With the Hall of Fame game, which is probably the worst preseason game all year. Just because usually the nerves, man. I've always just kind of watch it and kind of have it on in the background. CPJ has been underwhelming. To be honest with you, I agree with you. He needs to step up more. They're just not hearing a lot of good things coming out of camp about DPJ. Not saying he's playing bad, but sometimes what's that? Some people say no news is good news, but when it comes to football, you need to hear some news. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Flintstone is definitely in the building. Dennis, man, definitely. Hopefully, I can get AB back on. Me and have some technical issues this morning, but we're gonna have him on again, man. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna do it till we get it right. Fountain is looking good, Bo Boo. Definitely. I love what's going on with Darius Fountain right now, man. He's that guy who is making his way on that bottom part of the roster. The one thing that would help him, honestly, is the one thing to help all the guys at the bottom of the roster. He needs to go ahead and make the plays as far as special teams. All right, he's back. Avery, we got you back right quick, man. It's having some technical issues this morning. All right, so real quick, what do you think of the new signing that happened yesterday with Jake Burton?
Yes, I was happy for him because he has great fundamentals and great technique. I was really happy for him. And with Christian Mahogany being out, I think it's the best thing because Christian Mahogany has an illness or whatever. I think it's the best thing to get a guy in, get those reps, mix it up. And I really like this signing because this is another experimental signing by Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes got Matthew Betts in Canada. Brad Holmes went and got Jake Bates from the Michigan Panthers. And here he is, just another signing. And remember, we got Manu from Canada in the draft. So I love these experimental signings. He's giving guys opportunities. He's giving guys a shot. I'm really happy with it. Of course, look, my computer froze because my computer said, don't snap at that man for talking about Hendon Hooker like that. That was God interfering. That was God, I swear. Because when they talk about Hendon Hooker, man, it's like this crazy. Like if Hendon Hooker was Jake Haener, right? And Jake Haener right now, he has cancer. God bless him. But Jake Haener was drafted in like the 4th or the 6th round. No one would care. Like, it's only Hendon Hooker. Like, y'all care only about Hendon Hooker. Like, y'all cared when he got the job. Y'all cared when he was drafted. Why y'all care about a backup quarterback that much? Why do you feel threatened that much? I just don't understand it. Like, people, I don't understand it. Like, yeah, he's gonna take our job. Like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know.
Jim, my man Jim, rest in peace, man. He always said that the most popular player in Detroit was the backup quarterback. And and I believe that the Lions shut all that talk down about him kind of stepping up and being a starter. You know, when they signed Jared Goff to that contract extension, it was like, yeah,
that's
okay,
it.
we could dismiss this. But I want to see what's going on with Hendon Hooker because I want to see if he can step up to be the number 2 quarterback. I want to see him to see what he can develop into being. We all saw what he did at Tennessee. Can throw the ball down the field, but I think he struggled for me short to intermediate passes, and that was for me the struggle that I saw for him. And he's letting a lot of balls sail in that short to intermediate routes.
Yeah,
they're just selling. And then maybe a product of that finger not being able to heal properly this offseason. So, but Hooker will be a guy that, you know, they develop. Right now, he's started on the depth chart because Nate Sudfeld is outplaying him. Just to be honest with you, I mean, it just is what it is. And I don't want to say that Nate Sudfeld is lighting it up, but he's just outplaying. He's just outplaying Hendon Hooker at the moment. But, great to have everybody on this morning, man. I appreciate you guys checking us out right here at the Boss Up Ball Out podcast. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Got some great things over in the community tab, man. I'm running some polls over there, posting some shorts. So go over and check out our community tab, man. That helps us get this content out to Lions fans as well, just like yourself, man. So, you know, we got some good stuff going on the channel, man. We're growing exponentially. Like I said, we are on our way to 2,000 subscribers, and when this video started, we were at 1,730. So go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Avery, we got some big things popping up here soon, man. LNU, man, I'm great to have you on the platform, man. My LNU partner, man. We're gonna do this again because we're gonna get it, and we're gonna keep you coming on, man, till we can get everything smooth and working out. But I appreciate you coming on and lending your ear to the platform, man. Go ahead and tell everyone where they can find you and your content.
Yeah. I'm at Spirit of Detroit podcast on YouTube, and I will say, I was getting coffee. I was like, oh yeah, 8:30. I was getting coffee. I was paying the rent. I was paying the bills. I was moseying down the stairs. I was like, where my wedding ring at? I'm literally living my life and stuff, and I see the message at 8:15. Oh no! And I'm like, oh no! And then I ain't even set the stuff up yet, so I was just like setting up. I'm like, oh my god, I'm setting up. I'm probably, this man probably think I'm the most ghetto man in the world.
No, man,
but
I appreciate you for coming on, man. Life happens, man. We mix things up, man, all the time, man. So don't even worry about it. But we're gonna have you on again, man, to talk some more Lions, man. We'll get you in the building, man. It's 8:45. Y'all know how we get down here, man. We get y'all in. We like Dominoes, man, 30 minutes or less. So definitely do me a favor and follow me and my co-host on your favorite social media platforms. You see my man, Coach Mike Jones up there, and my man, the creator and curator of Thirsty Thursdays on social media on Instagram. And go check out my man, LL Coutons, man. It's a great time over there on Thursdays on his Instagram page. And of course, you see me. You can follow me on all of your favorite social media platforms, man. I'm out there, man. My man, Avery, give everyone a parting shot and tell them what you need to say to wrap up the show. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Kurt Steele is one of the most professional people in the business, and working with him is an honor and a privilege. RIP Jim Bordeaux, and obviously we in a situation where content is saturated, and you got a lot of talking heads. This guy ain't a talking head. This guy comes with the paperwork. He comes with the echelon. He comes with the facts, and I appreciate being on the channel. Again, I'm Spirit of Detroit Podcast on YouTube, and I'm just trying to get to where he at, because he can go in spaces I can't. He can. Man. He go. Ooh. So if I can get a half as professional as you, I'll be all right.
Man, I appreciate the kind words, man. Hey, everyone, please do your man Kurt Steele a favor. Whatever you do in life, you got to boss up. Ball out and be the best version of you that you can be. For my man Avery G, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon.